This Python script can batch summarize hundreds of PDFs in just a few minutes. It runs locally on your computer, so it's 100% free, without the need for any API keys or monthly subscriptions. You just drop your files into a folder, run the script, and it generates a summary for each one, plus a single Excel sheet that compiles everything. Right now, I'm using it to create document summaries, but with a different prompt, you could extract structured data or build a custom data set. There are so many use cases. If you're a student trying to get a quick overview of research papers, this is a game changer. Or if you're an analyst pulling insights from internal reports, this can save hours. On the back end, the script is running the PDF files through a local Ollama server with the latest open source Google Gemma 3 LLM model. This is quick to set up and easy to configure in the case that you want to run a different open source AI model. This is just one building block of Python AI automation. In this video, we'll walk through the code and how it works. And if you want to dive deeper into building advanced AI automations, check the link in the description for my Python AI automation crash course. All right, let me show you how it works. You first need to download and install Ollama to your computer. Go to ollama.com, click download, and then choose the version based on your operating system. Once you install Ollama, open up a terminal if you're on a Mac or a command prompt if you're on a PC, and write Ollama run Gemma 3 1b and hit enter. The 1 billion parameter version of Google's Gemma 3 will download and install onto Ollama. You can test out chatting with the model directly in the terminal. Now create a new directory with two folders, one for input and one for output. Drop all of the PDF and TXT files you want to summarize into the input folder. Then, in the same directory, this is where you'll place the Python script, which I've linked to in the video description. Let's now set up the Python environment and go over the code. Open a new command prompt or terminal to create a new virtual or Conda environment. Then use pip to install the following packages: NumPy, Pandas, Ollama, Sentence Transformers, and PyPDF2, as well as OpenPyXL. Now shift over to your code editor and import the following libraries. OS, Path, and RE are built-in Python modules for working with file paths and text. NumPy is used for vector math when comparing text chunks. Pandas helps us create and save the Excel summary sheet at the end. Ollama lets us interact with the locally running language model. Sentence Transformers gives us tools to convert text into embeddings for retrieval. And PyPDF2 handles reading and extracting text from PDF files. We're now going to define a set of functions. Some will be nested inside others, and some will run step by step as the script executes. The first function is readFile. This takes in a file path and returns the full text content of that file. If the file is a plain text file, it reads it using UTF-8 encoding. If it's a PDF, it uses PyPDF2 to open the file in binary mode, loop through each page, extract the text, and join it all together. If the file isn't a supported type, meaning it's not a TXT or PDF, the function raises an error to let us know. This function ensures that no matter the file format, we end up with clean text that we can pass into the rest of the pipeline. Next is clean text, which trims the document before summarizing. It uses a regular expression to search for bibliography or references, ignoring the case of the letters, and removes everything after that. This keeps the summary focused, but it's optional. It could potentially cut useful content if those words appear earlier in the document or pertinent information in following sections. The chunk text function splits the document into smaller pieces. This is important for retrieval augmented generation, since shorter chunks are easier to compare and work with. It splits the text into paragraphs, then groups them together until a maximum character limit is reached. In this case, 2,500 characters. Once that limit is hit, it starts a new chunk. At the end, it returns a list of all the chunks, each one containing a portion of the original text. Next, we embed each chunk of text using embed chunks. This function takes a list of chunks and passes each one through a sentence transformer model to generate numerical embeddings. Basically, vector representations of the text. These embeddings let us compare chunks in a meaningful way. Then, retrieve relevant chunks finds the ones that best match our query. It embeds the query, then calculates cosine similarity between the query and each chunk. The function sorts the chunks by similarity score and returns the top three. These are the most relevant parts of the document based on the question we're asking. Check the video description below for resources on understanding how RAG works. Now, the RAG summarize function runs the full pipeline. First, it calls clean text to remove anything unnecessary from the document. Then it uses chunk text to split the text into manageable pieces and prints out how many chunks were created. Next, it loads the sentence transformer model and calls embed chunks to convert those chunks into vector embeddings. Then it calls retrieve relevant chunks to find the three most relevant sections based on the query. It joins those chunks into a single context block, builds a prompt, and sends that to the Gemma 3 model running locally with Ollama. The model reads the context and answers the question we asked. Finally, the response is returned as a clean string. In process file, we're combining the earlier functions, read file, and most recently RAG summarize, to handle everything for a single document. First, it tries to read the file using read file. If that works, it passes the text to the RAG summarize function, which outputs the document summary as a string. The function saves it as a .txt file in the output folder and also returns the file name and summary. If anything fails along the way, reading or summarizing, it prints an error and safely skips that file so that the script can continue running for other documents. So at this point, we've created all of the core functions, nested them where needed, and now we tie everything together in the main function. It starts by setting the paths for the input and output folders. If the output folder doesn't exist yet, it creates it. Then we define the query we want to ask. In this case, a general request to summarize the key points of each document. The code then scans the input folder for TXT and PDF files, and if it finds none, it exits early. We then create an empty list called results to store each file's output. For every file found in the input folder, we print its name and call process file, which handles the summarization. If a result comes back, we add it to the list. Once all files are processed, we check if the results list has any entries. If it does, we create a data frame using pandas with two columns, one for the file name and one for the summary. That data frame gets exported as an Excel file in the output folder, giving us one clean document that compiles everything. If you're not familiar with what this bottom line does, it simply tells Python to run the main function when the script is executed directly. And now we can run the script by opening a terminal, navigating to the folder where it's saved, and typing Python followed by the script name. That kicks off the entire process, reading the files, generating summaries, and exporting everything to your output folder. Check out the video description below for a link to the full Python AI automation course. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Deep Charts channel for more AI tutorials.